Using Outlook and email, calendar, and contacts. You click on the icon and it automatically opens to the Today page, the Personal Folders Today page. Here you will see the calendar items that are coming up due. Today at 7 p.m. is the prayer sheet and update the web reminder. Tomorrow we've got the nursery usher music schedule posted to the web reminder, birthdays on the web, and a reminder to fill the office calendar. We also see that we have 5 new messages in our inbox, and over here in the left hand column we've got the different folders. Now I can get to the inbox a couple of different ways. The easiest way is to go back here, to go down here to the left to the Mail tab, and to click on that. And that will take us to the inbox. Okay, so we're already in the Mail folder, and you click, see everything above here is the Mail folder, and these are the other tabs. So here's the calendar, here are the contacts, the tasks, etc. So every time you click on one of these, the contents up here change accordingly. So here's the Mail tab, and up here is the inbox, and then we have our new items here. Notice I've got different folders. I'm going to collapse these here. And depending on what I get, sometimes I save them. Under the office info, I've got online orders. I keep track of those. And I've got website folder here that might be helpful. Under the pastors, I've got a folder for each of the pastors with emails that are specific to them. So I have a place to archive. Missionaries, when their prayer letters come in, I stick them here. Prospective missionaries that write asking about opportunities to come, etc. And then I've got ministries, the Huff Hand Report, and the IFBF. I keep those there. So as they come in, for example, if I wanted to save this, and I don't, I would just click on it and drag it to the respective folder. Alright, and it would let me, if I let go of it, it would be saved in website info receipts or into the onlines folder, etc. I'm not going to save it, so I'm not going to move it. And when you do that, it'll actually disappear from there. Alright, so that's email. You send a new email by clicking on here, mail message, or you can just hit Control-N. But this is set to automatically draw all of our emails from Gmail. In the calendar, I've set up reminders for recurring items. These blue ones are things that recur either monthly or weekly, usually. So when they come due, you'll get a little pop-up reminder that you can click on once you've fulfilled it. And you can enter new items just by double-clicking on the calendar itself, and it'll let you enter the subject, the start time, etc. Now this calendar is only for in-house items. I don't keep any of the church events on here. I use the web for that. Also on contacts, whether or not you keep these up, it's up to you, but just so you know what's here, I've got all of the missionaries with their contact info. I've also got businesses, so AT&T is our internet provider. If you need to know the password or username, that's where this information is found. I've got one for Weebly, and the password protected pages, the member directory, this is the password case. Notice it says case sensitive, so it's case and space sensitive. It has to be typed exactly like that, and the password for the deacons, etc. Alright, so those are the 3 sections that I use on Outlook: email, calendar, and contacts. And you should know, you can add new contacts simply by double-clicking in the space and enter a new one, enter their info, etc. Up here is a categorize. I've categorized them: Grace Baptist member, a business, Grace Baptist pastor, etc. Alright, this video is going to show you where to find things. On the desktop I've left several icons. Of course, if these get moved around this video will be obsolete, but as I leave this is how it is. At the top we've got PageMaker and Publisher. I haven't deleted any of the PageMaker files, so those are all still present. I did do one project in Publisher because I feel like Publisher is easier to work with than PageMaker and just as powerful probably. That project was the Missions Conference brochure for this spring 2012. Here are the mailing lists and the birthday lists just as I got them, except they've been updated, of course. Here are the phone lists for the web, the phone list for the office, and the prayer request sheet. The only difference between these two is the one for the web is the one we publish online, and it does not include all of the businesses on the back. This is the one, the phone list for the office is the one that we publish for in-house. The prayer request sheet, this is one thing that I'm doing differently. Instead of using the PageMaker file, I've created a Word document. Whoever follows me can feel free to use either one. I just felt this one was easier. Down here we've got Outlook shortcut, and this is where you get your email, calendar items, and contact info. I'll have another video that goes through that specifically. This is for your internet access. I've got I'll go through this also in a separate video, but this is Mozilla Firefox. And then I've got a website manual showing you step by step what items need to be updated and how that needs to take place. If you need to resize pictures, this is the program to do that. Now that all of our pictures are being put on our Facebook page, that really isn't as much of an issue. But if you were to put an entire album on our home website, then you might want to consider resizing them down to a smaller size so that people don't have issues loading them. It just takes longer if they're larger files. And then finally, here are the documents folders and the pictures. Both of these are shortcuts to Windows Explorer. This shortcut takes you directly to the documents folder and this directly to the pictures. Alright, so that's where you find stuff. I'm going to make a separate video for each of these separate items and go into more detail for them.